Hey everybody, welcome to Tactical. Forgive my absence. I have been a bad boy. Actually, I've been moving. I've been moving into my new house, which I'm currently in and settled into for the most part, and filming will be conducted from here henceforth. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit of a channel update today to let you know what plans I have for the future, because me and my little doggy here, we have a lot of things going on. This whole basement here, you can't see it all from where I'm sitting right now, but it's going to be sort of dedicated to both play and content creation space. And hopefully you'll like it and come along for the ride. So anyway, the next video in the immediate future will feature an SLI and Crossfire discussion. If you've ever wondered whether or not you should get a second card to complement one that you have pre-existing, we're going to take a very close look at the price performance analysis of that using very specific examples from the present day market. I'm waiting a few more days to collect data because we're kind of right in the middle of a transition with the new 14 and 16 nanometer chips just coming to full market availability. But anyway, big future plans that we're going to be talking about now. Number one, I never have any time to play games, and I need to change that because I am not exactly practicing what I preach by telling you that I'm a member of the PC Master Race and not actually enjoying the computer I have built. Yes, I do content creation. I know that computers are not necessarily exclusively for gaming, but let's be honest, if you don't do at least a little bit of it, how can you possibly relate to your audience? So, a couple ways I'm going to be approaching that. Number one, I'm going to start doing videos on patient gaming. Now, I'm all about saving money. You guys know this. Buying used hardware is one way to do that. That is absolutely true. But another way that you can accomplish that is by waiting until games age a bit, and I'm going to be looking at discounted games from yesteryear, as well as indie gems you might not know about, things that can actually run on low-end hardware, so you can put together a $150 system and not have to worry about CPU and GPU requirements. So we'll be doing a lot of discussing about not only the hardware that we put together, but what games I think people should be playing with some of the systems that I build. And I'm going to be trying to go very, very cheap in some cases, like super cheap. I'm going to try to build ultimate scrapyard machines for as little money as possible and put those to the test with a totally different benchmark suite. Obviously, something that costs you $50 is not going to be able to run Shadow of Mordor, but we'll see what we can do. Anyway, number two, another way I'm going to make time for myself to play games is streaming. I know everybody does it. I don't expect everyone to come along and watch. It will not interfere with my content creation and my actual videos that I do and my hardware analysis. All of this is in addition to that. But I do have to start finding some time to actually enjoy the 3,100 games I have in my Steam library. How my streaming is going to work is very simple. It's going to be a scheduled time. I think tentatively we're going to do Fridays starting in July. It's going to be for a few hours at minimum. You might not see my face because this is not actually a webcam. This is an actual handheld that doesn't have a digital out. So I'm going to have to work that out. But you'll just see the game in 1080p at 60 frames a second. You'll be able to see what I do. You'll be able to hear me comment. It's not just going to be a stream for entertainment purposes. I'm sure it'll be entertaining because I generally suck at games. But it will be informative. I will be reviewing the performance of these games. And in connection to my patient gamer-ish thing, I'm going to be focusing on games that maybe you haven't necessarily heard of, games that I would personally recommend people play, and I'm mostly going to focus on things that aren't thrown in your face constantly. You will never see me doing a Call of Duty or an Assassin's Creed because frankly, you know how those games are going to play out. You've played them before, you played every iteration possible, and it's time for someone to come along and do something new, something interesting. And I think I just got a knock on my door. I'll be right back. Alright, so I think that pretty much makes this a video. Hope I didn't bore you too much. Promise we'll be right back into the swing of things in a couple of days with my hardware content, and look forward to the new stuff. I'm going to try to make the filming process of a lot of my new content to be as seamless and as editedless as possible because I don't have a lot of time and I don't want it to take away from the meat. The bread and butter of the channel. Bread and the butter and the meat. And the potatoes. The meat, the potatoes, the butter, the bread of the channel is the hardware, and the games is like pudding, putting it inside of you. All right, anyway, I'll see you next time.